friends, today we are going to learn about atom. Atom is the smallest unit of ordinary matter that form a chemical element. Matter occupies space and has mass. So, atom is the smallest unit. So, everything around us is made up of atom and they form a chemical element. There are totally 118 elements. So, this is an atom of sulfur. Structure of atom. Protons. The symbol of proton is P. This was discovered by Ernest Rutherford. Neutrons was discovered by James Chadwick and electrons were discovered by J.J. Thomson. The symbol of proton is P, neutron is N and electron is E. Protons have positive charge. Electrons have negative charge. Neutrons have no charge, which means that they are neutral. So this is a nucleus and they have two particles, protons and neutrons inside them. And electrons revolve around the nucleus. The protons, electrons and neutrons are subatomic particles. That the particles means that they are particles of the atom. Subatomic particles. These orbits or shells are called energy level. So here these are the orbits we can also say as energy levels. These orbits are represented by letter K, L, M, N or the numbers N is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. We start from the first one. The first one, the smallest one is represented by K. The next one L, M, N. So here K, next L, next M and the fourth one N. We can also represent by numbers like the first K1 we can represent by N is equal to 1. L we can write as N is equal to 2. Then M we can write as N is equal to 3 and N we can write as N is equal to 4. So we start from the first one. We should start always from first one. Now we will see that how many electrons can be occupied in each energy levels. So the first one K, there only 2 electrons can be occupied. L 8, M 18 and N shell can occupy 32 electrons. So if hydrogen has only 1 electron. The electron will be in the first shell, the K shell. And the neon have 10 electrons. So their first two electrons will be in the K shell and the other 8 electrons will be moving to the next shell, that is L shell. So let's take example as helium. Helium have 2 electrons. So the electrons will be in the K shell. They will not be going to L shell because the first K shell can occupy only 2 electrons. More than that they cannot occupy. And if there is electron, they will be first coming to the K shell. Let's take example as oxygen. Oxygen have 6 electrons. So the first 2 electrons will be in the K shell and the other 4 electrons will be moving to the L shell. So this will be the structure. Now we will see a method to find how many electrons can be occupied in one shell. So the first one K shell, or we can say as N is equal to 1. So the method is 2n square. So 2n square. Here n is 1. So let us write that 2 into n is 1. So write 1. Then here 2, so square. So you will get as 2 into 1. After multiplying we will get 1 here. So 2 into 1 is 2. So number of electrons in the K shell is 2. Then the next one L shell. N is equal to 2. So the method is 2n square again. Here n is 2. So we'll write here n is 2 and the square, and after doing this method you will find 2 into 4 which is 8. So here 8 electrons will be there. The next shell is M shell. M is N is equal to 3. So N here is 3. Here is N is equal to 3. So we'll write N is equal to 3. And the power is 2. So after multiplying that, we will get as 9 to the 18. So the number of electrons in the M shell is 18. Then the next one, N shell. So here N is equal to 4. This one, 2n square. Here N is 4. N is equal to 4. We know that. So here which is equal to 32. This is equal to 32. So N shell has 32 electrons. The N shell has 32 electrons. So K shell have 2 electrons, L shell have 8 electrons, M shell has 18 electrons, and the N shell has 32 electrons. Now we will see atomic number and mass number. We can represent atomic number by Z. The number of protons in an atom is equal to number of electrons in the atom. So here in the nucleus, if the protons are there, then they are equal to number of electrons revolving around the nucleus. Then mass number. Mass number can be represented by A, the number of proton, and the sum of neutrons is a mass number. So the number of proton and the neutron, we add them and we get the mass number. Because electrons do not have mass, and so the mass is concentrated in the nucleus itself. So protons and electrons are always equal, but neutrons are sometimes different. The number of electrons in the outermost shell is called valence electrons. So in an atom, the outermost shell, the number of electrons in the outermost shell is called valence electrons. So here this is an atom. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 electrons are there. So in the outermost shell. So these are valence electrons. Let's know what is valency. The number of electrons taking part in the chemical reaction. So if an atom is having less than 4 electrons, then the atom will lose the electrons in the outermost shell, and the atom will have positive charge. If in the outermost shell there are 4 electrons, then the atom will share these electrons with another atom. If the number of electrons in the outermost shell is more than 4, then the atom will receive electrons from the another atom, and the atom will be having negative charge. So let's take example as lithium. Lithium have 1 electron in the outermost shell. So the lithium atom will be losing the 1 electron and having the charge as positive. So here only 1 electron is taking part in the chemical reaction. So the electron is known as valency. So the next example, let's take sodium. Sodium have 1 electron in the outermost shell. So again the one shell it will be losing and having positive charge. And if the outermost shell has 8 electrons, so no chemical reaction will take place. And a hydrogen have 2 electrons in the outermost shell. Hydrogen have 2 electrons in the outermost shell, and that will also not take place. 2 electrons will not take place in the chemical reaction. Let's take 2 examples, fluorine and beryllium. Fluorine have 7 electrons in its outermost shell. So we know that L shell have 8 electrons. So only 1 electron will take part in the chemical reaction. And the outermost shell have more than 4 electrons. So the fluorine will receive 1 electron from another atom. So here valency is 1. So the valency is 1. Beryllium have 2 electrons in its outermost shell. It is less than 4. So the charge will be positive because it will be losing the electrons. So the cell will lose these electrons and have positive charge. So here 2 electrons are taking part in the chemical reaction. So the valence is 2. Here the atom is receiving the electrons. So the charge will be negative. The charge of the atom will be negative.